Hi everyone, it's Little Blue and you're listening to my podcast, aka Little Blue, on the 9th of December. So day 9 of Podcastmas. If you've not been listening to my podcast, basically I'm doing a daily podcast on the lead up to Christmas. Just to celebrate all things Christmassy really. I've got a theory that I want to test. Because usually I'm a bit of a Scrooge. And with trying to live life positively to change everything round, it's really working for me. So I figure, let's try and get rid of my inner Scrooge and just embrace Christmas. So every day I'm doing something that is Christmassy or festive or something positive to see what happens. And what is happening is I am remembering my inner child. And the Christmas spirit, or whatever you want to call it, is just amazing. I'm really excited about Christmas. I'm really looking forward to Christmas. I'm really enjoying all Christmassy things. And I really urge any of you to do it, even if you have hated Christmas since you were a child. Because I didn't enjoy Christmas that much growing up. And I just really love it. Today, for example, Baby Blue and I were both wearing Christmas jumpers. Now, anyone that knows me knows about a year and a half ago, I wouldn't have been seen dead in a Christmas jumper. But last year, my Auntie Chris got a bit miffed about that and bought me one. And it's a nice little fluffy grey number with 2 penguins on, and the penguins have got Christmas hats on. Nice and simple. But this jumper is so bloody comfy. I love wearing it. It keeps me so warm. It's slightly oversized, so it's nice and baggy, which makes it even more comfy, and it's fluffy and it's so soft. And I absolutely love it to wear it. And I've been looking forward all year to being able to wear it again, because it's obviously a Christmas jumper. I can't really wear it any other time. I wear it around the house. I was wearing it in the house in the summer. Obviously not during the heat wave, but you know what I mean. And Baby Blue got one for her birthday, which also had penguins on. So she was wearing that one too. So today we've been wearing Christmas jumpers, as you do. But old me would never have done that. I'd been like, oh God, no Christmas jumper. Oh, I hate them. They're so tacky and blah, 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 blah. But do you know what? I'd much rather be happy and comfy and wearing a nice comfy jumper than sort of being miserable about it. I mean, what's the point? Life's too short. Just embrace it, honestly. And I don't think anybody is a lost cause. Like, if you absolutely hate Christmas, but feel like giving it a go, just do it, because positive attract positive. The law of attraction says what you put into this world, you get out of it. And if you put positive energy in and really embrace Christmas, you're going to love it. You're going to remember that inner childhood thing that just got you so excited. And that's exactly what's happening. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So today started quite chilled, actually. We didn't have any plans until the afternoon. So we watched Elf, as you do. Love Elf. Another amazing thing to do for Christmas, because it's guaranteed to get you in the Christmas spirit. That and Muppets Christmas Carol. They're my 2 main Christmas movies that I have to watch before Christmas to get Christmassy. And we watched that twice before leaving the house this morning in our Christmas jumpers. But while Baby Blue was watching it the second time, I was actually doing a little bit of work. I set her up with some toys and some snacks and her drink and stuff. And I just went in the other room and I was just doing some work, checking on her all the time. However, wasn't checking on her with my eyes, which I probably should have done. Because when I came back into the room, it was like a sodding whirlwind had hit it. There were toys everywhere, like literally all over the chairs, all over the coffee table, all over the floor. It was crazy. And I had just received a text from my mum saying, can you come and meet me in town? And we were then going to go straight from her to our plans and then have to get back quickly to be here for her godfather, who was coming round later that evening. So I had to rush everything so we could get home and have a couple of hours to tidy up before her godfather got here. However, he texted me an hour early saying, I've just finished work early, can I come round? Yeah, of course you can. So quickly, madly, just cleaning off all the chairs so he'd at least have somewhere to sit and just think, right, just apologise. He'll understand you got kids. Blah, blah, blah. Which he did, and he was lovely. And he bought her a really warm, gorgeous looking coat and a little Frozen set with little Frozen figures in it from Frozen 2. And oh, she loved it. So she's been well and truly spoiled again today because we went to see her nan, who bought her a Jasmine outfit, which is something that was high up on the birthday list. So she's a happy chappy. And yeah, we've just come back, had dinner. She's had a lovely bath. She likes swimming in the bath at the moment. God, do you know, when she's in the bath, I sit there and I go like, oh, I wish I had a bath that was sort of like oversized. Like, because obviously she's small. So the bath must feel like huge to her. But I just want a bath like that. That's that sort of deep where I can just swim in it. Oh, it'd just be lovely. So, just look so warm and so bubbly. Just so jealous. I want to shrink myself or make my bath bigger. That's the dream. I mean, if you know me, you know I love a good bath bomb. So, to have a nice big bath would just be incredible. But yeah, so she's gone off really, really well. And I made myself a coffee. I had a Kit Kat Chunky. Caught up on It Takes Two because my boy Chris was on it. I'm still quite sad that he's gone, but I know it was the right thing to do. And I'm now Team Karim. I want Karim to win. He's very good. But yeah, I had to watch Chris and Karen because they're so funny. And he's just had such an amazing journey. And for me, they were the winners for me, in my eyes. And I text that, well, no, not text, sorry, I don't have a number. I Instagrammed that to Karen on one of her posts and she liked it. So yay. But yeah, I absolutely loved him. He's my Joe Sugg. Joe Sugg was my one that I loved last year. People I want to win never win, strictly, ever. But he was my Joe Sugg of this year. So Joe was my favourite last year, didn't win. Chris is my favourite this year, didn't win. And then I'd really love Karim to win, I think. I think part of me wants Anton to win because I know he really deserves it. But out of all three of them, Karim is definitely the strongest dancer in my eyes. Really love him. He's so sweet. And he's going to get all my votes because Chris ain't in it anymore. Is he? Oh, I really hope Chris Ramsey has got his Christmas tree out of the loft now because Rosie is going to burst if he hasn't. But yeah, so so I had to watch It Takes Two and I love it. Although at one point, Rylan Clark really sounded like Alan Carr. It was quite creepy. But yeah, love It Takes Two. Caught up on that and was going to watch Vlogmas with Zoe Sugg and Alfie Days because they've toddled off to New York. And I thought that would be quite interesting. But before I did that, I thought I'd get my Podcastmas out there while I was still a bit coffee infused. Because that's quite fun when I've had a coffee. But I can already feel it wearing off. Don't know what that's about. I must be absolutely shattered too. But anyway, how has your Monday been? Have you had a good one? Is it looking like it's going to be a good week? Or is it a bit rubbish and it's not going to be that great a week? I'm hoping this week's going to be a bit more relaxed for me, but only time will tell. For me, I tend to live in the moment a bit more now, which helps me make the most of the positives. It helps me to sort of try not to worry. I do. I worry all the time. I think it's part of having PTSD and part of being a single mum that you constantly think about the future and worry about the future, but you can't because promise you, it will drive you crazy if you do. So living in the moment is something I'm really trying hard to do. Trying hard to get more me time, which is why I've been going for a lot of walks. But obviously over the last 4 days, not been able to with baby Blue being ill because she was off preschool Friday. Then it's been the weekend. She doesn't go to preschool on a Monday. So tomorrow I was going to go on a walk with my friend Kerry and Smelly Nelly the dog. But I've got an appointment, which I don't want to miss. So I have to go to the appointment. Maybe I'll get a little bit of me time once that's finished. Put Toddle off to Costa or something. Who knows? Although our Costa's having some major issues at the moment. I think the manager's just left and the coffee machine was broken today at Costa Coffee. And And like the window today had so many signs in it advertising something like don't leave your bike here, job staff wanted, blah 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 blah. I thought something had happened and it was closing down. It's just something's gone on with our local Costa, and it makes me sad because I'm probably going to have to stop drinking there. But we do have a nice little coffee shop moved. Oh goodness, can't speak now. A new coffee shop has opened just down the road and it looks quite nice. So I might test that one out first. I think they have a rewards card system too, which is an added bonus for me. You know, that is something I am such a sucker for. I love having a points card. Or like one where you buy 6 coffees and get the 7th free sort of thing. Or you can get points and then you can get money off. I love those, like your Nectar card and your Tesco's Club card and all of that sort of stuff. It's just, if you have one and you don't use it as well, do it, because honestly, you do save quite a bit of money, especially if it's something you do quite often. My mum, for example, wasn't using her points and she got about 30 quid on her Costa card. She's still using it now, like to pay for things. So it's really worth it. I used to try and save it all up, like Nectar points up till Christmas. But being poor, I haven't been able to do that. And I'm so nearly at that getting £2.50 off mark. I'm like 488 points I've got. And you have to have 500 to get £2.50 off. So I'm so nearly there. Oh, goodness. Can you tell I've had a coffee? I'm talking loads of rubbish. So yes, today has been a relatively good day and I have embraced Christmas again. I've tried to sort of push away the demons that I've had over the last few days. I've been quite stressed. Baby Blue's not been behaving that well and that's really brought me down a bit. And I had to shout at her again today, but I gave her a big cuddle and I said, look, I can remember being a kid. I can remember getting shouted at by my mum and dad and I hated it. I hate doing it to you. But if you are going to throw things, if you're going to hit and you're going to kick, I have to tell you off. And she understood that. We had a big cuddle and she's gone to sleep really well. So I think we've had our little heart to heart. And I really, when you're a parent, you don't want to do all those things that your parent did that you always swore you'd never do. But you just know as a parent, you have to be responsible and you have to teach them these lessons and you have to set boundaries. And it's so hard knowing you are the one that's made your child cry. And I think that's what's been getting me down a bit over the last few days, because she's just been playing up because she's been ill. And I know that. But it's just hard. It's very hard, especially when you're a single parent. I mean, if you're not single, there's some of us that still do it on our own. And it's just, yeah, it can really, they call it like mum guilt, I think. I hate using that term though. But you feel guilty for trying to spend time for yourself, if you've got to do work, if you've got to, even like doing the washing up sometimes I feel guilty because I feel like I should be playing with her. And I play with her loads. We go out together loads. We have loads of quality mummy-daughter time. Don't get me wrong, but on those small occasions when I don't, I feel so guilty and it's ridiculous. But I think I've managed to shake that off, like I said. And both of us today have really embraced Christmas. We've really enjoyed each other's company and it's made such a big difference. Yeah, so I urge anybody who is not feeling Christmas, watch Elf. That's a great start. Get yourself a Christmas jumper and just do something small, like go to a Christmas tree festival or go to a Christmas market or eat a mince pie or drink one of the Costa Christmas drinks, because honestly, it really does help. Anyway, gonna have to go because I'm nearly out of time. So I will see you all tomorrow. Hope this hasn't been too rambly and a bit rubbish. But yeah, take care of yourselves. Don't drink coffee just before bed like I've done. And have a good one. Take care. Bye.